even from, you know, the first to the second, I learned a lot. And that's what this whole process is for. That's why I did it, was just try it out. Just got the last spark plug out. Didn't break any of them, so I don't know what all the fuss is about. I don't think these have been changed in a long time. We'll see. Quick update. It's been a couple days. Just been working on some different stuff here. Right now we're painting the manifold, or the valve cover. This is how they ended up. It looks okay on camera. I'm not going to bring you any closer. It's not the best job, but it'll add a little color to the engine. We're using duplicolor primer, and then this, it looks metallic, but unless you put it on perfectly, I don't think it's very metallic. And then clear on top. Again, it's not going to be a perfect job, but it'll add a little color, and this we've been working on for a couple days here. And the box is on top to keep the bugs away, obviously. So yeah, just getting some sunshine. It's nice out here. Yeah. Another beautiful day to work on this truck build. Woo! High cloud in the sky right now. Happy Good Friday, by the way. It's Good Friday to all y'all. Since I have this ripped open, and I used to have a 4.6 liter V8, and I changed out the exhaust manifolds on it, and it was a pain in the butt. And it was really hard, and I knew that this truck needed it, and I was also worried because it kind of sounds like a diesel right now, or it did before I started repair, where it's not just, there wasn't just the tick, there was the exhaust manifolds were completely leaky, so it literally sounded like a diesel, like glug 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 glug. It was so bad, so like that, kind of. So what I wanted to do was also replace those, so that when I start that truck up, I know the engine's taken care of, and it sounds good. And then the other reason is because I've done this before. It's such a pain. I have a lot more access right now, and so I wanted to show you guys kind of a little trick. So what you're gonna need is there are 13 mil nuts on there. It's a gear wrench and it's a flex head, and so I would say to get the oil pump off as well, you need like a 8 mil of this, I think, and then there's another job where a 10 mil. I did it without it for the power steering pump, but I went out and purchased a set for this job at Home Depot. Anyways, for these nuts, I was able to come back in here on the bottom side. So there's the exhaust manifold, the ones on the bottom side that you can't see from here. So put this in there, you got one hand back in there. So imagine my hand was at the top where you'd put it on. So it goes around the stud, put it on there, hold it down. So that when it's in there, you're holding it down just like this. You're pinning it, right? So it's all the way back in there and you're pinning it like that. And then your other hand is right about here, just moving it back and forth, back and forth. And you can get it out that way. But the one thing that might not make this exactly work for you is, for whatever reason, I've removed 5 nuts, and 3 of the studs are not even in on this thing. So I don't know if you can see. So stud, back there's not a stud up on the top, and there's also not a stud on I guess that would be for cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4 have it. Down here it had it on the bottom side, and it had it on that one, and it had it on that one, but the very first one did not have it either. So I was able to get underneath because there wasn't the stud on the last one, and there was nothing in the way. So that's just a little trick. If you are buying something like this that does need work, this might help you out. So I wanted to share that. Also, valve covers, and they came out okay. So there they are. It was supposed to be a little bit more metallic-y, and you can see there's a bad run right there. And I did this one first, and this one you can see is darker than this one, so I needed to apply it heavier, I noticed, and I just learned, I mean, even from, you know, the first to the second, I learned a lot. And that's what this whole process is for. That's why I did it, was to just try it out. And then this is the tensioner, got that one, that's fine. And then the timing cover as well, which, yeah, I gotta say, when it's sitting in there, I think everything together will actually look pretty nice. Again, you can see it's not perfect by any means, but it was a lot of work, I'll tell you that. So I think I'll be, at least, I'm not embarrassed by it completely. I think a lot of people would assume that it's a nicer job than it is, so that's okay with me. This is what, you know, what I wanted it to look like versus what it looks like. So, whatever. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this exhaust manifold off.